Bonjour.
Bonjour. What is my feeling about Cannes? Well, this is my first time here. Although I've been accredited for 3 years now, this is my third year, but the world shut down and I couldn't travel. So physically, this is the first time I'm here. It's very overwhelming because there's just so many films from around the world, films that, you basically want to watch all the movies, and it's impossible to be at different places at the same time, so you have to choose. You have people from all over the world, so this is a great place to get to meet other people, watch films. The toughest has been this new ticketing business where you have to book your tickets, so that's a race against time, and I was unable for the initial few days to book the tickets that to the films that I wanted to. But overall, I think Cannes is you have to be here to understand why it's such a special festival, especially the lineup of films that you get to see from around the world, and the people who make these films, the people who are passionate about them. So getting to meet other journalists, filmmakers, that is what makes Cannes that special.
But is it your first time in Cannes? Is it your first time in France or not?
It's not my first time in France. I came here, but I don't have a lot of recollection because I came as a child. But definitely as an adult, this is my first time, and first time to the Cannes Film Festival. And I hope to be back next year.
Indian movies are very important in the world, more and more, I think. How is the movies for Indian people in India? Is it very special or it's just normal things?
No, it is. It is Bollywood. I'm sure that's a term you're familiar with. It's huge in India, and we're one of the largest movie-making countries in the world, industries in the world. It's also a culture of storytelling. So our films have a unique quality of storytelling, which has a lot of music and dance, which slowly the world is getting used to. But Bollywood is, of course, a very limiting term. India is a huge country, so many states, different languages. So we have many film industries, many regional industries making films. So Bollywood is just one part of it, but films are made across India, and very good films are made across India. And I'm glad that now with streaming platforms, like you mentioned, with Netflix and others, I think people around the world, it's easier for them to access these films, and yeah, I think it's a good way to get to know another culture. Yeah, India is the country of honor this time at the March 2 Festival, and we have a lot of Indian stars who came in. Today is the screening of Shaunak Sen's All That Breathes. So then there was Satyajit Ray's Protetondi, which was also screened. So India is, of course, making a mark and making films that the world likes. So yeah, if I got your question correctly, then it's about the representation of women in Hindi films and Bollywood films and Indian films. Yes, I think it's happening. For the longest time, for our mainstream films particularly, we had a complaint that roles are not being written for women across age groups, right? For older women, and it has to be something more than just being next to the hero and just sitting pretty, but roles with substance, and that is happening. And that's also something that the audience wants to see. So we're seeing that change in mainstream cinema in India, and we're also seeing it around the world. Like today, the two films I saw, The Holy Spider, that's also centered, with a female protagonist in the middle of it, and Joyland from Pakistan, again a very sensitively told story of shackles of living in a family where you're unable to express yourself, and in a way it's told from the perspective of women. So I'm glad that's being done, and it's being accepted.
But are you coming back next year?
Yes, why not? Hopefully, the world remains open and this virus goes away and there are no problems. I'd love to be back.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.